I was sorry I wasn't here last weekend. I was observing the Swedish elections, but it did give me an opportunity to see from afar how impeccable, how exceptional the organisation was for the tributes last weekend. And I think John Swinney was right to pay tribute to all those people who have worked so hard to give that lasting tribute, that lasting legacy for the Queen. And I want to thank them for their efforts. The choir and the piper yesterday for me were the two standout moments. I have to say the piper sent chills down my spine, and the choir was just quite extraordinary. And I think overall, throughout the United Kingdom and Scotland, we should be proud that just like the Queen gave great service to our country, we gave a great fitting send-off to her. As I watched the contributions last weekend, I was really inspired by the quality and the heartfelt nature of the contributions, both in this chamber, but also from leaders right across the world. President Macron in France was quite extraordinary, Joe Biden likewise. But gosh, I have to say, when King Charles went to Northern Ireland, that just showed how the world had moved on and how both sides of the divide in Northern Ireland came together to show, I think, their agony, their sensitivity and their heartfelt condolences to the King. And that just showed, I think, the mark in many ways that the Queen, not alone, but the Queen made to this part of the United Kingdom. She has left a lasting legacy in that part of the world, and I think that alone, if nothing else, we should be thankful for. I don't know, for those who've lost close relatives and stood at the kirk as the funeral service ended, that for some is an agonising moment. It's difficult to hold in your emotions when you've lost somebody so close. I can't imagine what the King has felt like from the very moment that his mother died. For the last hours, weeks, days, he has had to put a public face on and show great professionalism. I have to say great professionalism, but the turmoil in that man and the rest of the family must be extraordinary. And we should think about the service that he has already shown just through those simple acts, the professionalism, whilst turmoil is whirling round in his heart. But the final tribute I want to make is to the hundreds of thousands of people who have stood in line, whether it's here or in London or down the M90 motorway or all through London, to pay tribute to the Queen. I want to thank them for doing that, and I think it was right that so many did so. But I also want to acknowledge those who, just like the Queen, gave a quiet nod or a quiet word of appreciation for the contribution of the Queen over 70 years. I think that probably just speaks with great volume as much as those who stood in line, because I think the appreciation of the Queen is almost universal, not just in this country, but across the world. Understated, important, but powerful. God save the King.